is not crooked. Probably not. How is everybody? Okay, I'm like sitting too far down on the chair. Ah, how is it? How are you guys? How is everybody? How are you guys? Okay. Hi guys. Hi. All right. Can we see? Is it okay? All right, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I've been at home working. Hi from Canada. Ashley, how are you? Oh my God, Ashley. Ugh, I'm suffocating, but you know, it's how it is. I will be painting the set tomorrow with Johnny. So me and Johnny are going to fix the set. Do you think we can do it? Do you think we can fix the set? What do you think? I think we can fix it. Yeah, that's what I think. So, hi, Carmen. Yeah, I think we can fix the set. That's what we're going to do. We're going to paint because I really can't stand, what is this? Navajo white. Nope, here we go again. It blends with my hair. We're going to paint it. I don't know what color white we're going to do because apparently there's so many variations as opposed to just white. So what do they mean when they call people white? Like you're a white chick? What does that mean? There's so deal. There's so many fucking white people, different colors of white. It's like, how do we know this? Okay, yeah. So anyway, hi from Vegas. Yes, Vegas, y'all. No, I took my last video down myself because you know why? Yeah, well, Swiss coffee is almost Navajo white. I want the polar bear white. I don't know. My friend Marisa, we were driving home from Palm Springs and she's like, I've got to use a white, but what color white? I'm like, how many whites are there? And she pulled up this list and we're going through them. I'm like, that's not really white. That's not really white. That's not really white. Anyway, do that one. I don't think I want it dark because I need the light to bounce off it. And this is too dark. Like, I know it's classy, but I'm not classy. So like, no. Anyway, yeah, Mew is doing so good. Mew and me, I got to tell you a funny story. I don't even know if I get light gray is nice. Yeah, I agree with you. Lavender's super cute too. I like the black and the white to play like Lenny over there. We should do the set like Lenny. Just put Lenny's face over there and be good with it. Yeah, this is Navajo white. I hate it. Oh my God, look. I can't. Like it's yellow. But this is Navajo white. And I'm like, no, I can't because it like kind of blends and there's no like, so I need some depth of light. Eggshell. There we go with non-white colors again. Y'all are like eggshell. Yes, I'm going to talk about the full moon. Thoughts on Steven Tyler? What about Steven Tyler? Did he do something else? Neon white. Now that's Margaret. That's my kind of girl. It looks yellow. No, this is Navajo white. The whole house is Navajo white and it's allegedly classier. And I'm like, yeah, then I'm totally not classy. More oatmeal than light yellowish. Yeah, it's just craziness. Revelstoke, BC. I know it well. Well, I know it to go through it. Yeah, there's cottage white. This isn't that. This is even darker. Look, y'all, look up Navajo white. It's so not a white color. I like Pammy. She's Canadian. I'm assuming it's in her own words, right? So it's her video, but we have a 16 snowbound paint. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to figure out. Hi from France. I'm going to figure, not classy. I know it's like, well, I know everybody lies. Sorry. I'm trying to fix, I can't. Anyway. Oh, is this a good angle? Yeah. I just need it above me a bit so that you don't see. I just need white. Look, y'all, I didn't show you. Keithy and Jason. So my boys, this is as much as I talk to my boys. I look at their signs on my arms and pretend I have a relationship with my children, y'all. It looks antique white. It's Navajo. Why am I doing? I don't know. I don't know why you're doing. I painted my walls that color once a long time ago and loved it. Yeah, some people do like it. And I've got nothing to sit on here, so this is it. Yeah, Pamela, looks like French vanilla. Whatever it isn't white. I'm just saying, if you are white and you come out this color, they're going to say you're not white. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I know. I'm like light blue in the kitchen and light blue in the bathroom. I'm just like, no, No, but if it's white, I can bounce light off it. Very 80s. I can't. I walked in and you should see the blinds. Now what the fuck am I going to do with these? See the blinds? They match the blinds. Like at least we could put black blinds up, right? Or something. I know, no contrast. That's why I'm painting it tomorrow. It's a god. Maybe white and gold. I know, Ashley, because the Leo, right? White and gold. So we have a Leo full moon on the 5th. I know, blue. I love blue. We have a Leo full moon on the 5th at 16 degrees, y'all. 16. So like if you're in a couple 3 degrees before or after, golf trimming. Yes. I have a big yard. Yes, I do have a big yard. I'm by myself over here. Oh, thank you. This is really my face. I've never touched my face, contrary to the trolls that say I've touched my face. No, I've touched my boobs. Get it straight. I have touched my boobies, but never my face. This is literally the face of a 56-year-old woman who's never Botoxed, never put anything. I draw my lip line above like Lucille Ball did. That's just it. I know people want to hate me. I have never fucking touched my face. I will touch my face eventually, but just not now. Yes, it's a full moon in Leo on the 5th at 16 degrees. Those new floors need color that pops. Pop in color. Yeah. Well, I love black, but we can't do black walls. That's just too depressing. Carmen. Hi, Carmen. Carmen is my, how do I want to put this? My coffee crisp dealer from Canada. Carmen deals coffee crisps for me. Your natal moon's at 16, so the full moon's in opposition. So there you go, 56. I am 56. Yes, I will be 57. I've never touched this face, but you can tell. Look, if I don't Botox because I have a phobia of food poisoning, so I can't Botox because I'll mentally have a nervous breakdown. And you know how I get when I get on a rant. So what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, no, I have my mom's face. This is the face of a Norwegian woman, very typical in our family. I mean, birth family. It's just like what we look like. Sorry, it's true story. Uranus at 21. So that's going to be, it's going to be a wide conjunction. I know, Ashley, you too. Everybody's beautiful. We all look like our family, right? We look like our family. That's who we look like. No, I will never do sculpture. That's such bullshit with sculpture. Why would I do sculpture? For what fucking reason would I do that? Sculpture, by the way, years ago, I had a very beautiful younger friend and she did sculpture. Sculpture never breaks down in the body. So wherever you put sculpture, it never goes away. It will never go away. Never. So don't do that. I also have a plastic surgery doctor friend who is constantly scraping that crap along with silicone out of people's bodies. Like he's known for that. And that's what he does. So no, I will never do that. It's a full moon. Well, if you're a Vedic astrologer, yes, because the correlation, oh God. Okay, the difference between Vedic astrology and Western astrology. All right, it's 78 degrees off. So when you look up in the sky, you're correct. It's in the constellation of Cancer, but we have mathematically added I think it's who knows, 78 degrees. I haven't even looked. 78 is sculptura. It's a filler that never breaks down. Like if you put sculptura in your body, you're nuts. That's it. I actually know. In Western astrology, we still follow mathematically the Earth's ecliptic. The Earth's gone off the ecliptic, whatever. I can't speak tonight. The Earth's gone off it by about 78 degrees. I don't even know if I'm right now. Haven't even paid attention to that. So when you're saying it's actually in Cancer, that is in Vedic astrology. This is Western astrology. So there's that. So I just read in Western astrology. I am not Vedic, y'all. Not that that's wrong, but I'm so fucking glad I'm not a Cancer in Vedic, because if you're a Leo, you're a Cancer. And then my Cancer planets are Taurus. Oh no, no. I will not do any astrology that nails me as a Taurus. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm keeping my Leo, Western. Actually, a lot of people love Vedic astrology. Vedic. I never say it right. Anyway, a lot of people love it. It's a different way of reading. Understand when you're going in Hindu or Indian way of reading. Oh my God. So much. Somebody just texted me. I got more work to do tonight. I forgot about that. When you're doing Vedic astrology, understand it is from a different part of the world where they have very much a class system. So if you were born this way, okay, if you were born a particular way, they don't believe you can kind of get out of the way that you're born. So there's certain, I don't know, I can't even pronounce it. I don't know much about it, but there's certain levels that you're born into. And so you will stay in those levels your whole life, right? If you're born in Western astrology, it's more of an emotional astrology, the emotions that move through and the aspects of those emotions and how you can elevate yourself energetically. So I was taught by my British cousin initially, and then I was taught by my Canadian mentor who came from Australia. So, initially I learned astrology very basically from my cousin who was British. And then I really learned astrology from, I'm just my friend, lifelong friend, but I basically learned astrology from him early on after my cousin. And everybody's a Western astrologer, tropical Placidus. I've tried, different house systems, equal house, Koch, 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 German method. I like tropical Placidus. It's just simple for me and it resonates with my brain, and that's what I do. I mean, I can read the other ones, but Vedic I cannot. Chinese astrology I love as well. And in Vietnamese, it's the year of the cat, which then translates to Leo to me. And in Chinese, it's the year of the rabbit. Yes, a caste system. Yes, exactly. And I can't do that. Thank you, Ashley. Oh, that's so nice. Aw, chosen sister, Ashley. I know. Cute, Ashley. Thank you so much for that. My mentor, I'm going to ask him again if he can do it. He's, still in Los Angeles, still doing readings the way he did. And I will tell you, there is nobody better that I have ever spoken to at astrology ever. Okay. Like I was lucky. I was his first apprentice. That's what he calls me. He's now on his third apprentice, but I was his first apprentice. I was like 19, okay? And I learned a shit ton, and he set me up in my career for life because you just don't get somebody to mentor you like that. So yeah, yes, there you go. There you go, Tiwi. Tiwi. Exceptional. There's nobody like him. If I'm half a smidgen as good as him, and I mean literally an apprentice for a long, long time. I mean, there was nothing I couldn't, I literally, yeah, he's fine. I don't know what he posts on his Facebook. It's probably been hacked. He never goes on it. Anyway, the best thing I ever learned. So, and I'm not anywhere near as good as him. I'm adequate at what I do. Everything I do is at an adequate level. So there are so many gifted people. Do I have strong Scorpio placements? Why do I seem like a Scorpio bitch? Thank you. Yeah, I'm progressed Scorpio now. I pray for the best. Astrology hasn't really helped. Yeah, astrology. Thank you, Amy. Astrology. I don't know how it's supposed to help you. It just is what it is. It's like saying you're a woman, you get your period, you have babies, you have boobs, you have an ass, and you have long hair, you have short hair, blue eyes, brown eyes, hazel eyes, green eyes. Does that help you or not? It's like what you do with your astrology. This is kind of all it is, right? So I'm a progressed Scorpio with a lot of Libra. I have Pluto and Virgo in the first house. For the person who asked if I have Scorpio placements. Yes, Pluto is in Virgo in my first house. So I have the planet ruled by Scorpio in my first house with my mouth, Virgo. So yeah, I'm an annihilator that way. I do get along with Aquarius. Everybody I've been around has Aquarius in their chart, Yeah, gag, Libra. For me, it's hard because I'm so out of balance, I can't be in balance. Yes, the Pluto and Virgo generation with Uranus. Pluto and Uranus in the first house. I'm obnoxious. People love or hate me. So anyway, you progress throughout your life. So just if you want to look at it this way, look at the very easy way to read a chart. Very, very easy way. Look at your chart, look at the degrees, okay? So every sign goes from 0 to 30, okay? 0 to 30 degrees. So when you're looking at Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, if you're at 15 degrees, by the time you're 15, your Venus has changed into the next sign. So in your lifetime, providing that you live like 60 years, 70, 80 years, you will progress through through 3 signs roughly. So I'm born a Leo and now I'm a Scorpio. Yeah, that's right. And I've got Libra right now. So I moved into a little house up in the, yes, Jana, I'm Scorpio like you, but you're, so, okay. So Jana, you start off, I don't know, I haven't seen your chart, but you're a Scorpio. So you're Scorpio, Sagittarius, God, what is wrong with me? Capricorn, and then into what, Aquarius, what did I say that? Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and then we have Aquarius. So your planets are moving along that line of thought. Now Estelle gonna move along my line of thought because her Leo gonna go into Virgo. That's when we become obsessive compulsive and exercise nuts. All through my 30s, I was a progressed Virgo. I was insane. Nothing stays the same. When you're 5 years old, you're this big. When you're 10, you're this big. When you're 20, you're this big. So your mind changes, okay? So astrology, whatever sign, look at the degrees on your chart wheel. Do I have a chart wheel here? Look at the degrees on your chart. Look at, okay, so these are like a chart wheel, okay? So look at this is my chart progress because I ordered these books that do that, but so look at your chart, look at the degrees, and understand that every planet goes from 0 to 30. So look at it as a year per degree. That's what an ephemeris does. So when you're looking at an ephemeris, which is this, what do I have in here? I got something hidden in here. Okay, so this is back in the day before computers, this is how we read charts. So it is a mathematical, this is how you did progressions. Look. This is October of 2045. So we have ephemerises that go all the way back in time, all the way up. We had to have atlases. We had to mathematically calculate the freaking fucking chart. Yeah, thank God I forgot all of that because I couldn't even do it if you paid me $1 million. And I used to know how to do it because that's what you do. So when you're looking at the month of May 2009, if you have babies born this way, okay, and if you do this, you go all the way down the month and you look, basically the degrees move on the planets. This is how we tell the mathematical movement. The computer calculates it now, but this is how it works. So this is what you end up doing. So you read, this is why you have an ephemeris. This is what this does, right? So you read these degrees. So each planet goes from 0 to 30. So your sun is at a degree. That's why the full moon is at 16 degrees of Leo, right? Leo. So it's smack dab in the middle of Estelle. Okay, I'm going to tell a secret about Estelle. So Estelle and her mom are together tonight, and Estelle will text me, "You're in stereo, Sloan in stereo." I love you, Estelle. Mwah. I miss my Estelle. Estelle, come back. Come back. I got to have my dinner party here, Estelle. You got to come all the way to hell. I'm not telling you which hell you're coming to, what city. In the valley. Yeah. And there's Susie. I'm seeing it. And then Carol will pop up. And then Kate will pop up. It's on the group chat. I can see it as it comes down. Yes, it's called an ephemeris. You buy an ephemeris. So you buy an ephemeris. We have an ephemeris from my camera's on one from 1900 to 2000. Estelle's father was an astrologer and so was her mother. They met in astrology class. That is why I fucking love them. And then Stell's like, you're an astrologer too. Yep, some days I am. Some days I'm just batshit crazy. Anyway, and this one's from 2000 to 2100. Okay, so from that. So yeah, it can definitely make you dizzy. So you use a degree per year if you want to do the progressions on your chart, with the exception of the moon. So you can read them online. The ephemerises, yeah, you can probably do that. I keep my ephemeris because I love reading it. It's very calming. Polar bear white is good. There you go, Susan. That's the one I want. Polar bear white, because it reminds me of bears and I'm in the woods. Yeah, so anyway, that's how that works. I told my hairdresser I bend it with the woodwork. Wait, if I don't color my hair red, I told my hairdresser I bend it. Yeah, see, that's what happens. So now my hair is like Navajo white. Yucky. Okay, so the moon is at 16 degrees of Leo when it goes full on the 5th. Let's see. I look up in the ephemeris. I said, oh, a turkey vulture. I got called a vulture this morning. Divorce stories. Not a vulture. All I am is asking fucking questions. Okay, so the reason I deleted my videos, okay, my Vedic birth chart, 8th house. I deleted my videos because I just can't have them up there to have those people yelling at me for what I'm saying. So I took them down. But thank you for letting me vent. Yeah, it is great bathroom reading. Exactly. What year is this? 2023. I can't even believe it. 2023. I'm taking a really fun class at the end of February, beginning into March. Going to be super fun and putting me out of my comfort zone big time. Very scantily clad dress involving fire, and I'm going out to the desert. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we have February. So let's look. February 5th. Is it the 5th? Yeah. So the 5th. So we have, it's 2023, right? C. Yes, it is. So we have a 16 degree, 16 degree full moon in Leo. Saturn is at 26, so that's a 10 degree opposition, okay? 10 degree opposition. Let's see. We have Uranus at 15 Taurus. That ought to be fun. People with erratic emotional. Yes, that's the fire dancing I'm doing. Exactly. I know. I understand some of you do not want me doing fire dancing on an acrobatic wheel, but I'm going to do it. So that is what I'm doing. Because who gives a shit? I'm 56. Maybe I'll fall off the wheel, catch fire, and drop dead. So it's a win-win all the way around. It's a win-win. Anyway, she's not going to let that happen. But we're in a group. It's going to be totally fun. I don't know anybody else, but that's it. So it's a win-win. If I don't survive, it's a win. If I survive, it's a win. Off the bucket list. Yeah. And I'm serious. It's a fucking win-win either way. Okay. So we have Uranus squaring the full moon. That sounds insane. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Yeah. So I've been taking her classes and doing all of that. So yes. I'm going to film everything. Yeah, I can do it. No, I can do it. I'm a little bit scared of the fire. I'm not going to lie. When you eat the fire, it's not quite like a blowjob, right? It's going to be different. This is going to be like, oh my God, fire. Anyway, she's teaching and whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I know, right? I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, it's just going to be fun. I want to go for the experience. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. No one cares. Nobody cares. It's just going to be fun. That's all. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, on the 5th, yeah, Uranus is at 15 degrees, according to this ephemeris. I think it's a couple of degrees off, though, looking at it. But Uranus is at 15. The full moon is at 16. So that means on an emotional level, Leo is combustible. It's in the second decanon, which means there's a extremism to it. There's a, here I am, take me as I am. I'm going to go over the limit over here. So there's like, it's ruled by the Jupiter and the degree that it's in. There is always with a full moon a releasing. So remember it, full moon on your birthday, that's awesome. That's going to be a hell of a year all year. That's going to be like some crazy shit all year. So there's an emotional release during the full moon. And if people with Uranus act extreme during the full moon phase, oh my God. Okay. So it's extreme because Uranus is erratic. It's unexplained. It's odd. It's bizarre. It's weird. So when you see when you see the North Korean people all dressed in their uniform, and then you see one freak like Dennis Rodman in the North Korean army running around at 6'5", 6", whatever the fuck he is, dressed the way he dressed with all his piercings and his flaring nostrils. I love his nose. Anyway, and when you see that, that is a description of Uranus and Taurus, is Dennis Rodman in North Korea with the little fat boy running around with those people. Where the hell is Dennis Rodman? Now I'm worried about this. But anyway, it's Dennis Rodman in North Korea. That's what it is. That's Uranus in Taurus, and it is squaring the full moon in Leo. And full moon in Leo is Leo. Leo is royalty. I'm sorry, no one wants to hear that. We are royalty in our own head, okay? So royalty, I know. I like Dennis Rodman. I love his nostrils. I love that he pierced his nose. He's part of the reason I pierced my nose. I'm like, I like that nose. Anyway, I do. Oh, your Venus is at 16. So if you're trying to get pregnant, that's pregnant. If you're trying to be in a relationship, a lover coming back, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, Grandma Melanie, are you here? Calling Grandma Melanie. I don't know who she is, but are you here? So yeah, Venus in the 8th house, if it's within degree, the 8th house is sex, death, and rock and roll. So Dennis Rodman literally is the example of that. You're and love horoscopes are identical. Wait. I just want to kill Paul when he texts me right now. But anyway, so anyway, Paigey has a name for me now. Paigey's calling me Gigi Sloan. So now I'm Gigi Sloan. Is it? You're asking about Paigey's boys. I'm saying it. He's so cute. I don't have permission to show him yet, but and he's on the phone that I'm filming on. But Paigey calls me, hi, Gigi Sloan. And the baby is absolutely gorgeous. He is spectacular. His nose is beautiful. Look at the baby's nose. She says he has Yoda ears, okay? But they're just baby squish ears. You know how the babies get the squishy ears and they get pointy? So cute. And he has a perfect little mouth like his daddy. Perfect. His little mouth looks like daddy. His nose looks like Paigey. And his eyes are so sweet. And he's a contemplative little baby. And he's got a cute little smile on his face. So cute. He smiles. His eyes are always shut when he's sleeping and he's smiling because the angels are kissing him. So that's so cute. So I'll meet him soon. Yeah, I'm glad. She calls me Gigi Sloan. So that's what I'm going to be. So nice of Paige. It's such a, when you get older, you don't realize this, but it's so lovely to be included in young people's lives. And I'm Grandma Sloan. I tried to be called Mima or Mimi or Gigi with Lila, and Lila said, no, you're Grandma Sloan. So I'm Grandma Sloan over there. I was nothing but Grandma Sloan. Like, that's who I am for Lila. So, I mean, it's so lovely. Just lovely. It's such a great thing. Gets nose pierced on TV. One big deal. Did he get his nose pierced on TV? I love Dennis Rodman. He's a bit off the wall. He's a street kid. He grew up in the system. They used him. He's a slave. And I know the piercings are slavery. La, 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 la. Liz Hurley, what has she ever done, really? She just parades around and they make us all feel bad because it's like, here's Liz Hurley in her bikini. Okay, that's nice. Yes, fixed signs, right? I'm a fixed sign bitch over here. Soul contracts. Yeah, you know what? Remember his wedding outfit? I do. Yes, Liz Hurley, probably a dude. I agree with you. Here's the thing. My estranged husband oh, honey, you're fighting in court. You know what I would say? I don't know what to say about your son being taken by the ex-husband. At this point in my life, being the kind of bitch I was in my marriage where I never let a word go by, like I was always trying to prove myself. And if you called me a whore or whatever, I was always trying to, John has forgotten the fights, but I was always defending myself. I was put on the defense. And here I am with my pen mic. Look, turquoise in my pen. Isn't that cute? Anyway, here's the thing. Whatever you grow up with, if you do not fucking heal it, you will marry it. Shout out to Paigey, Nate, and baby Kaden. So cute. So when she's ready to come out of hibernating, I will be seeing her, which will be very soon. And, you know, you want to let the new family bond, and when they feel safe with people being around and that kind of thing. Yeah, so I remember not wanting anybody around my baby. Ooh, that's crazy shit. Shit on my table moved. Somebody came in and moved it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, the beautiful little baby. Really, really, really gorgeous little baby. So cute. And Paige is doing well, Nate's doing well, baby's doing well. It's all, and sister to Paige, Stacy, Auntie Stacy, and cousin Audrey. So cute, all of them. Very nice. So I shout out to them because it's been a rush week, and so that's so great. Anyway, getting back to it, if you do not release family trauma, okay, from your childhood, whatever kind, I love my new space. Because basically nobody can get here because I moved far enough away. Bye-bye. See you. It's with a K. It's Kaden. Kaden. She spells it like that. Yeah, I moved far enough away. Bye. This is the Queen's wave because I'm a Leo. So Leo, yeah, I am lighter because I moved away. They can't just drive up the street. Not that they did. No. My kid did not. Jason did not drive up the street. I only saw Lila once in the last year. But I guess that's their choice. So that's their choice. Absolutely, I know there's reincarnation. I absolutely 100% know that people reincarnate. However, do I believe we're supposed to reincarnate? I had this conversation with Carmen yesterday. Do I actually believe we're supposed to reincarnate? I am not sure that I believe that. I am not, you're getting your protection even if you make sure you get it. Yeah. They will never fucking harass me again. Never. I'm not doing it. I will do it, but now they've all blocked me on the phone, so that's not happening. I've been blocked. My son blocked me this morning. For what reason? I don't fucking know. But anyway, yes, I think Keith has been here. So yeah. Anyway, with reincarnation, I am not sure that we don't get stuck in a cycle that we don't have to be in. Okay. Oh, because somebody was asking about Grandma Melanie, and I'm like, is she here? I don't know who she is, but is she here? So I don't know that I chose to come back here, but here I am. And I'll show you what moved. I had these, okay, I had these little things here, and I had them sitting on top of something I've saved from Lila since she was a baby. I found them when I was moving, and these are her little dolly pants from her little doll that she used to carry. So I was saving them for her till I could see her, which could be, I don't know when. But anyway, I have her little baby doll pants, and they moved over here, and these things moved. So the pants were on top of these and they moved up, which is weird. Anyway, that's what moved on there. So I'm like, okay, it's probably Keith because the lizard moved out there. So the cat jumps up on the cabinets, and there's a lizard I put up there that was Keithy's. And one day I came home and the lizard fell on the floor. So I found the cat up there. So then I moved the lizard to the middle shelves where the cat can't get up, okay? And now the lizard is on the floor, face up, staring at me. And I went, oh my God. Yeah, I've been blocked. I've been blocked, y'all. I have been blocked. Block. Well, better not unblock me and call me. Make sure you keep it fucking blocked. Keep it blocked. La 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 la. I can't hear you. No. Okay. Anyway, so that's it. No, she couldn't get up there. I'm talking, there was nowhere for her to jump up. I put it on a part of there. So now I'm going to move it to yet another part. And if it falls down off of there, absolutely, it's ghosts. I know. Jason should call his fucking mother. Jesus. He's blaming me though. You have to blame me. If it happened, it's me. It's my fault. I'm guilty. I did it. I caused all the problems. Anyhow, moving on to the full moon in Leo. Remember, when it is squaring Uranus, that's going to be some combustible emotions, especially if your Venus is in Leo, if your moon's in Leo, if your birthday's on the 5th of February, if your birthday's around the 5th of February, okay? All of those times. So you have to be very, very aware that it's going to cause combustible. And Taurus is usually about money and building, and you owe me this, and stubbornness, because Taurus, like I tell all you Tauruses, you love your sex, your chocolate, and your cashmere. I'm being serious. Okay, and so when you look at it, let's see, we have during this, wait, I just went to February 2025. Wrong page. I got to go back to 2023. I don't know how it got there. But anyway, when you're looking, here we are, back at the page I was at. I'm like, wait, the moon is not in Taurus. So here we are, 16 degrees of Leo. We have Uranus, and we have the nodes in Taurus right now. Let's see. And the sun. So full moon means sun-moon opposition, right? So full moon is sun-moon opposition. Tell Keith, yeah, I know. Keith should get in Jason's face and like punch him out from the other side. I'm thinking. I feel like we are being lied to with regards to, yeah, we are. I agree with you. I don't know. I'm sure some people choose to come here, but again, oh, you'll be hit by it. It's 16 degrees. You're going to be hit by that. Here's the thing. When people say you come back to learn a lesson, it's an ephemeris. It's a Rosicrucian, otherwise known as a cult, satanic cult. Anyway, it's a Rosicrucian ephemeris. It's the ephemeris. Can you see? It's from this year, and you can find them online. And this is what we astrologers used to erect a chart from, along with the atlas, because we had to. Everything goes back to Greenwich Mean Time, and you have to do mathematical shit, which I could never get through my head. So I had to really, really go over stuff. Thank God there's computers with calculators. It made it so much easier for me. But when I started back in the old day when we didn't have water and we had to walk miles to school, back in the day, that is when I learned. Okay, and I'm not good at math. My brain doesn't even retain it exactly. And I learn more things now through the math because I can get it now. I couldn't get it when I was younger. Anyway, here's the problem. What the fuck am I talking about? Reincarnation. Reincarnation. Yeah, when people say we come back to learn a lesson, we do learn lessons, okay? But here's the thing. Honestly, I am not altruistic enough to have chosen the life that I chose for any reason whatsoever. I'm basically shallow. I like ice cream. I like to do what I like to do. I'm sounding like a Taurus right now. I like to do these things, but I'm not going to come here to be anything or do it. I don't need that. So why am I here? And what lessons am I learning from the experiences that I've had? Now, it is true. I'm not going to argue as much as I did, and I'm not going to prove myself to be a proper person. Like, I'm not going to prove myself ever again. If you think I'm a piece of shit, go ahead and think it. If you think I'm a bad mother, that's for you, Jason, and you, Kenna. If you two think I'm a bad mother and a bitch, then you go ahead and think it. Whatever it is you want to think about me, you can do it now. I'm not going to fight you for any reason whatsoever. But somehow, no, I was pretty aggressive as a mother. I mean, Jason will tell you, I went after him with a vengeance. But you guys know that if you're in a relationship with somebody who doesn't discipline the kids and you're the disciplinarian because you don't agree with drugs and selling them, and I do not, but if you're the disciplinarian in a household where that shit comes up, like until they were 18, I was on their ass. After 18, I said, don't fucking call me. Do not call me when you get in shit. Do not call me. Yes, I have to stop paying bills, don't I? Anyway, I mean, I just didn't want my kids to go down that road. Not because I don't think it's cool to be little El Chapo and whatever, because, hey, but karmically speaking, when you have a brother, so my stepson died, y'all know of an overdose. Here I go again. My stepson died of an overdose, and I was there. I was pregnant. So when I hear that I'm ruining other people's pregnancies when I'm not trying to do that at all, but I had to go through my own pregnancy with Keith. while his brother overdosed and overdosed and overdosed and did drugs, and the fighting in the house while I was pregnant, up until 8 months pregnant the last time. And then after I gave birth, overdose, and then he died. Why would it be okay for me as a mother to watch my children go down that road when I already buried their brother? It's not fucking okay. It's not okay. Yes, Kenna is pregnant. That's correct. She is pregnant. But I'm blocked from everybody. So I'm never going to hear the end of this. I'm supportive. I will support. I will help. I will do whatever I'm going to do as a grandmother. They're either going to like me or not. But when it comes to drugs, when it comes to selling drugs, when it comes to doing any kind of drugs because of their brother dying and me being there and me knowing it, because I'll tell you, spirit came, and I can't. I'm sorry. Morally, my moral compass is like, you can do all the fucking drugs you want. I don't give a shit. But if you do them and you sell them, first of all, the stepson is dying because somebody sold him drugs. So that's on their back. So when you're a person who sells drugs, you have the karma of every single family that you fuck up by your drug dealing because you're greedy for the dollar. Why don't you make money? Why don't you make money? It's so dumb because not everybody's going to die. I remember Jason and Keith had a little friend in I think he was 16 or 15, and he was huffing some kind of huffing. I don't know, whatever. Maybe vacuum cleaner or computer cleaner or whatever. Oh no, not nitrous oxide. That's what he was doing. And he always put his pictures up with a mask over his face. And when that kid, no, it was the nitrous oxide, and he had a mask, like a gas mask. And when he died, he was with another kid, and they were doing it. This whatever it was, they were doing that, and the kid died because the other kid didn't call 911 in time. That's the fucking problem. I do not give a fuck what you do. Understand that. I'm not trying to control you that way. I know on a certain level when you do that. Whippets. Yes, whippets. What the fuck? Anyway, this kid died, and when I saw, I couldn't stop crying because I could feel why he did it, and I didn't even know the kid, okay? I didn't even know the kid. But he had a habit of that, and the mom had stopped talking to him because the dad had said, you know, you can't, if I remember the story correctly, and it was so upsetting to me that you got to get off planet Earth because some idiot is doing whippets with you, and they're not even fucking calling the police. It's like ridiculous. So, it's like ridiculous. Anyway, long story short, if you are a drug dealer, God bless you that you're entrepreneurial, and I appreciate that, okay? That's really good, but you are actually causing the degradation of family and home. There's one devil on earth that's like yes, the can stuff. Oh, Jennifer, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, you guys are so generous. Thank y'all for that. Thank you. Yeah, no, I know being a drug dealer, so obviously being a prostitute, put your fucking money on the table too. But when you've buried a child from a drug overdose, you understand that the dealer didn't give a fuck, and that your fucking baby, you're burying him because he's basically suffocating and drops dead on the ground. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And if you're doing it for money, you have the wrong idea about money. Like, it's not that hard to earn a living. It is and it isn't, but it's an energetic thing. But there's a challenge. We are all challenged with doing stuff for money. Okay? I know I was in the sex industry. I get it. But the sex industry, okay? The sex industry is, yes, people escape pain. But I know why people do drugs. The gateway drug to doing drugs is not marijuana, it's trauma. So they've been traumatized in childhood. I get it. Trust me, I was traumatized in childhood. I understand. I get it. However, the problem is when the line on down the road, if someone dies from your fentanyl, if you're selling fentanyl, your heroin, if you're selling heroin, your Adderall, your cocaine, whatever the hell you're doing, You have those deaths on your soul. So as a mother, I don't want my children carrying that. Yes, Lila is my grandbaby and I miss her terribly. Again, I'm banned from seeing everybody. Oddly enough, I'm never banned from John. John is the consistent thing in my life. Everybody else in the family puts the old block button on me. Fucking block. It's okay. I don't care. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for that. That's very sweet to say. Now, the sex industry, let's look at the sex industry. You go into the sex industry because you are being sexualized in your home and somebody's teaching you that that's a way for you to make money. Again, I became, I know, it's fucking annoying. I became a stripper because I grew up in a household where they watched me naked shower, watched me naked in the house. Covert sexual abuse. There was some actual sexual abuse as well. But they took the bathroom doors off and watched me shower when I was prepubescent with my, that's the only way I was getting a shower. They took the doors off and stood there and watched me. So what did I become? I became a stripper. Do you see what I'm saying? That's called covert sexual abuse, peeping Tom. So I became a fucking stripper. So that's kind of the way, when you see a prostitute on the street, they were prostituted in their home. Somebody touched them and gave them a gift. That's how it happens. Someone touched them and gave them a gift. I have stripper friends that are both strippers, prostitutes, and porn people. So mine was more covert. Everything was sexualized about me since I was a little girl. So why would I not go into it? Okay. No, it's fine. I got out of it. I took myself out of the business at 23. Because the man I met in a strip club, that would be my future husband that I stayed married to for 33 years, put his hands on his hips and said, I will not marry a stripper. And this bitch stopped stripping for him. Little did I realize that I was going to lose the money. They would keep me stable. But it also forced me to do the work I was doing in the background at the strip club, which was reading everybody's charts and psychically reading them. See? Yeah, he did give me goals. I quit. But still, like, who are you to judge me, buddy boy? Who are you to... who, tell me, no, I don't, you don't have to report them. That's not what I mean. What I'm saying is, no, my Venus is not in the 8th. Saturn is in the 8th. Saturn in Pisces, okay, in the 8th. Keith had the same Saturn as me from the 7th to the 8th. His was peaking up in the 7th. Oh, I'm not saying anything's wrong with the kids. I'm saying what I tried to do. Saturn in Scorpio is another one that will be sexualized. But when you're looking at the sex industry also, let's look at this. You've got porn. Like, porn's on everybody. Here's a phone. Porn is on phones, right? So every man is being taught that he can pull up whatever kind of fucking chick he's trying to look for. Black, white, Asian, old, young, grandma porn, baby porn, all kinds of weird ass shit. And it's coming to them. So men do not make effort anymore sexually. They don't make effort because my 12th house is loaded. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Fucking loaded, okay? And then Neptune on the 4th house cusp in Scorpio. So right there, that lays it all out for everybody. All right, so when Harry Hamlin is gay. He's always been gay. He used to drop the kids off in Sherman Oaks. I mean, as far as I know, around town, he's always been gay. I don't know why he married his wife. He married his wife like they do for a beard. Maybe she loved him. I'm not really intense. I'm truthful. Not really intense, but I'm truthful, y'all. So anyway, my point is with sexual Harry Hamlin is gay. Please. You know how I know this? I'll tell you. Big age difference from him. What's her name? The actress. Ursula Anders was his first wife, or he has a child with her. He was so much younger. That tells me he was confused in a certain way. Yeah, Lisa's kind of masculine. I don't know. But anyhow, the sex industry, there are many different versions of it. And what it is when it comes to prostitutes, and I'm going to say this out there, okay? what it comes to is when men can't do stuff, Ursula Anders. I don't say that right. The Swedish, beautiful, tall, blonde woman. He had good taste. But when you look at the sex industry, men go to prostitutes so they can put their evilness on them. These men are doing depraved things. They do depraved things, especially with the girls walking on the streets. And you can say I'm an escort and I charge $5,000 an hour or whatever the fuck. I know escorts and I know street hookers too. I know them all. And it's just a different level of pimp. When I was a kid growing up, the first pimps I met were the pimps in the strip clubs. And these were called managers who had to interview you to strip, right? Luckily, that didn't happen to me because I refused to be managed by a manager because I'm that bitch. I can't commit to showing up anywhere on time. So like, no, I was so obnoxious, no managers. And the managers pimp you out. They're like, you're going to go dance. I used to dance in Fort Erie. I went with a friend. She had a manager. Her manager take a cut of that, but he gets her work. I would just get my work by tagging along or going on. You know what? You're probably not too plump. And at this age, maybe you are, but you weren't when you were younger. They would have loved you. There's many different kinds of women and pregnant women and all kinds of shit that strips, okay? I will say I stripped back in the day where they paid me $2,000 a week just to do 3 sets a day for 5 days. 5 days is all I worked, and I had to do 3 sets in a 8-hour period, meaning 15 minutes, 5 minutes a song, fully clothed, underwear, fully naked. Yep, that's right. As John likes to call me, you were a naked dancer. Yes, bitch, I was. That's right. He justifies going into a topless bar because he thinks it's better. It's packaged differently, okay? You got Penthouse, you got Playboy, you got all of that thing, all right? Anyhow, when you're looking at it, a lot of these men use women to do the things they don't want to do with their wife. And it's actually very aggressive. They're aggressive. They want to hurt women. They want to do things with women that they wouldn't do with the mother of their children. And they justify it. But where are they getting these ideas? They're getting these ideas from porn. And porn is part of the degradation of the relationship because you can have sex any fucking way you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Upside down, up the ass, up the front, up the mouth, whatever. You can do it. But the way that it's happening in our society, I feel sorry for everybody because it's so bankrupt morally that it's terrible. And they kill, that's right, Ted Bundy, they kill prostitutes. And you know what the police say when prostitutes end up dead? Oh yeah, well, she's a fucking hoe. That's not acceptable. You're not allowed to kill anybody, whether they're technically a hoe, a stripper, a porno girl, a high-class escort. A high-class escort just means a rich man thinks he has money and he can buy and pay. And the reason they buy and pay is it gives them ownership over you. So you're their little bitch slave. And I learned that. So, that's why I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm too old now. But I quit at 23. That's correct. You are still a human. And I'm a huge fan of anybody in the sex industry. I support these women because I know where they come from. On the flip side, the men feel like they don't. There you go, psychic stripper. All right, daydreaming bunny. See, the reason that strippers are psychic and prostitutes and porn girls, or however you want to label them, escorts, porn girls, all of them, okay? The reason that they're psychic is because the energy in a strip club is healing on one level. There's sexual trauma there. And the men that go into strip clubs look at women a certain way. And they have to realize they have mothers and daughters. And so they look at women in a particular way. And it's very dysfunctional. And they were probably abused, raped, something as a child. And then, so when it comes to the strippers are putting back into them a face to their abuse and trauma, okay? So when a person gets out of stripping or porn or prostitution or escorting, they often are exceptionally psychic because they are healers. They're literally being put up there to show the men or women, but mostly men, who frequent those sex industries a mirror, okay? So they're showing them a mirror for their own trauma. And so it always comes back to abuse, Lori, 100%. The men in strip clubs have sexual trauma. I'm not talking the occasional guy that goes in for a bachelor party or whatever. There's normalcy with moderation and everything. All right, I'm back. I am getting a booster for here because it's just stupid. It's the internet here. Thank you for that. Thank you all for the super chat so much. I know, I'm sorry. I've got to get a booster. They're mailing it to me. But strippers are often psychic. Sexually abused kids are the most psychic people on planet Earth. Number one, sodomy opens up the crown chakra. Don't be going out and sodomizing because of this. Sounds so stupid. Little kids are raped. They're raped in that area. It immediately blows open the chakras. It immediately does that, okay? Immediately opens it up. So they become psychic. Yes, absolutely. They become psychic immediately. Sexual abuse gives you the ability to leave your body because as a child, you have to protect yourself. As a child, you have to protect yourself, okay? So it's kind of interesting how the whole cycle goes like this. But it's so interesting in society how we say strippers are the pieces of shit. Porn girls are the pieces of shit. No, they're not. You're fucking doing that to someone's daughter knowing that she's abused. So you step back. A woman isn't just there for you to jack off to. Sorry, men, for being so vulgar. But men think a lot of times we're here, and a lot of them are so aggressive that they actually hurt the women they're with, and then they brag about it. They're like, I was aggressive. I showed her who. I showed her this. Blah, 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 like that, right? It's like, yeah, why would you do that? Why don't you punch your mother in the face then, since that's your issue? Your issue is you have an issue with your mother, or your issue is your father raped you, or your issue is you were raped in childhood, or your issue is you were shown porn by a family member who was a fucking asshole who desensitized you to it. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Sex work, not just high-end sex work, low-end. There is really no high-end sex work. You're just talking about a different exchange of money. It's still an exchange of money for energy. And because you're an escort does not make you any better than a girl that walks the street. I'm sorry, it's the same thing. You can call yourself escort like they call themselves Playboy, okay? Playboy is the same filthy energy as Hustler and Penthouse. The same girls. It's just how you want to market yourself. An escort is still sleeping with men, like weirdo men, like just think of them, whoever gets busted on TV. They are, yeah, that's exactly right. They are sleeping with people with deviant things. I have a client and she was born a boy. She's now a girl. She's done the whole sex change. And she was with a very, very famous person who fathered actually Liz Hurley's son. And he loved the transgender part of her. Okay. So he loved both the fact that she looked like a little girl and then had a penis. He loved this. He paid her over 10 grand for a weekend. Okay. To do things that were sexually odd. And, you know, is that any better? Yes, he jumped off the building. Correct. That's the man I'm speaking of. I know two women who were men that you are still trapped. Yes, you are still trapped. That's exactly right. Yeah, no, I'm Steve Bing I'm talking about. And I don't believe that he did that himself. Please don't come and sue me. I'm being sued enough. I'm in 4 fucking lawsuits. Every time I open my mouth, I'm in a lawsuit. So he would go to, and I have 2 clients. I knew where they were hiding Divine Brown because I worked at Children of the Night at the time that he, Liz Hurley's ex, the actor, that guy, Hugh Grant, that he was with her. They were hiding, what's her name? He just said it and I just went out of my head. Anyway, I knew 2 girls that were born boys that slept with Steve Bing for amounts of money, large amounts of money, like they go to Dubai. If you don't think that that's what's going on with yacht girls that are actresses, if you don't think that that's what's going on with these girls that go to Dubai, you're out of your mind. If you don't think that that's what, yeah, a lot of supermodels are. If you don't think that Divine Brown, thank you. If you don't think that that's what's going on, we just look at them because they have money. So we all have to rethink the way that we look at money. We all need money to live on this shithole of a planet, or I'm sorry, I'm trying to be grateful, this beautiful planet. However, the way we idolize people with money is some bullshit. They're no better. They're often scummier because how did they get their money? What did they do to get their money like that? How is their money going up like that? Because there's so many talented people. I see a lot of fucking talented people. So what are they doing to get this money? What kind of deals are they making to get this money, right? Like Kim Kardashian is going to go sing in Dubai. Why? She's a billionaire. There's another deal. There's another quick of Andrew Tate. Fuck that guy. Sorry. Andrew Tate, he's like, I get my girlfriends to fall in love with me. Pimp number 2. Lover boy pimp. Boyfriend pimp. You my boyfriend. You my girlfriend. Just do it for me. Just show them your pussy for me. Okay? Really? Your boyfriend is not going to want that. He is a pimp. He is not your boyfriend. He is a bad person. Yeah, I know. I know what they do. I know a lot of people that fuck people in Dubai. I have a lot of friends that went. I wasn't on that train when I was younger. I didn't know that exists, but I actually know people who have done that. The band Loverboy, I love them. Exactly. But what I'm saying to you is if you have a boyfriend like Andrew Tate and he loves you up and basically they use the word love bombs. I'll say deceive you. If you are a deceiver in a relationship to get your own needs met and not reciprocal with that, right? A Full House TV show, men married women 23s. Yeah, I know. I married a man 21 years older, but I'm the predator. Anyway, gold digging horror. I'm sorry. That was my name. That was my position in the family. That's what I have to take after 33 years of marriage. And I'm pretty sure I stayed married just to prove a point. That's what kind of an idiot I am. That is a Leo stubbornness because I'm an idiot. I stayed married the entire time just to prove that I wasn't a crazy gold digging whore. I should have left and let them call me a name. So just leave when they call you that. Yeah, Mark Anthony is ugly, 5'9", ugly piece of doo-doo. I don't like age gaps at all after doing that. I don't like, no, I did. I stayed so they wouldn't call me a gold digging whore. But actually, really, truthfully, there's karma with relationships. There's all kinds of things. But I had 2 kids and I stayed 33 years. So I'm none of those things. And if they called me names the entire time. Yeah, they're still calling me names. I just got told the other day I did nothing in 33 years. You did nothing. Now listen to this one. You did nothing. When a man says you did nothing because they wrote the mortgage check, that's a manipulation. Because what are you saying for 33 years? I did nothing, like nothing. So I said to said man, you have a fucking child that just went through a divorce. And this fucking child never wrote a bill in her house, was only married 10 years, and got a shit ton more money than most of us will see in a lifetime. So what did that bitch do? Or is it just different because she's your child and your wife doesn't deserve to get your pittance of money or half of it? Is that right? Okay, so if it works for your fucking child, then it works for your fucking wife. Men will pay the bills and they will do it. Women will often cook and clean and raise children, whether they're good at it or not. They try their best. They will get on their hands and knees and scrub toilets for men that throw up when they're drunk or OD or whatever. Okay, just saying. They will look after said children. They will cook dinners for years until they get fed up to here. And then they stop because they boycott it. They will buy bedding, clothing, furniture, redo houses, pick people up from doctors, braces, glasses. This is all coming out of their money, not the husband's money. You got it? So yeah, no. Anyway, 30 years difference is pedophilic. I don't care what you say. If you marry somebody that's your child's age, if I married a 30-year-old man right now that was Jason's age, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? First of all, Jason would kill him, even though we're not talking, but he would kill him. Secondly, what is wrong with me that I want to date somebody my son's age? That says a story right there. Why would you do that? Yes, sex work shows up in a chart. Absolutely. Why would you do that? So the men who do that need to think about why they're dating somebody their daughter's age. And it ain't because I was so fucking smart at the time, okay? I don't know why I talked to John. Because we have children and we're going through a divorce and we have to keep talking. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, you men have to think about why you feel the need to date somebody who's actually your daughter's age or younger. And it's not love. That's not love. That's maybe in your head because you have a limited procreation can be one of those reasons, but you don't have to, you can marry someone older than your daughter. I was 21 when I met John. 20 actually, 21 when I started dating him. He was 42. He told me he was 38. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I was just joking. It wasn't until I looked at his driver's license 6 months later. Now, I had not been taught to understand things when I was younger either. Okay. I'd not been taught. And I'm not saying that he didn't offer me things. Of course he offered me things. Absolutely offered me things. However, ask yourself, that's exactly right. Ask yourself, why the fuck a man dates someone his kid's age? And I'm going to sit there and say it. We all know that younger people are better looking. We all fucking know that. You just don't cross that boundary. So technically, when you're a man and you're doing that, you are setting, there's no rules. I don't think there should be an age difference at all. I've changed my opinion on that. Here's the thing. When you are actually critiquing the young woman as a gold digger in your parents' life, whether male or female, does 8th house, yes, 8th house, 12th house, 4th house, Neptune on Venus, Uranus on Venus, 5th house. There's so many different things. But here's what I'm going to say. The Lord is magnificent. In the name of Jesus, amen. Here's what I'm going to say. What I'm going to say to you is, if a family member marries somebody that much younger and you attack the woman or the young man, that is the wrong person to attack. The older person in the relationship knows that they have kids, has twice the decades full of life experience, and they are setting you up to be injured verbally, if not tortured, if not abused in a relationship because you are younger. So you're a fucking sitting duck target to his asshole family, right? So of course, Andrew Tate is a gold digger prostituting off of his girlfriends that he loves. He sets them up to love and then he makes them cam girls. Sir, you're gay and you're a predator. That's what the fuck you are. You are a gay predator, Mr. Andrew Tate. You like men. That's why you got into the nakedness of men and you're fighting. And that's what you do. You look at women as a product and you think you're, yes, John. Yeah, I don't know when John stopped developing, but whatever. So Andrew Tate, you are, what is combustible energy? A combust in an astrology chart is when the degrees of two planets are on top of them. Yeah, I was very pliable. I was extremely dysfunctional. I was not intelligent at 21. I was not more mature. When an older man in his 40s goes, you were really mature. No, the fuck I wasn't. I popped your tires out, buddy. I sliced your tires. I was not mature in any way whatsoever. I was not mature, okay? I didn't have a brain in my head. I didn't get more than a 9th grade education. I ran away at 14, mature my ass. I was in survival mode. I did not have a mature thought in my fucking head. I did stupid shit all day long. I mean, come on. Oh, she was so much more. You were very smart. Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was dumb. Andrew Tate is in jail, allegedly, for sex trafficking and probably money laundering with his brother. Yeah, that's a yes. Anyway, I was stupid at 21. Yeah, if you're 64 and your husband's 40, I don't know what to say about that. You have the right to do it, but that's a setup. That's a setup. This is just a setup. I look at it different when a man dates an older woman because I look at the man as not really, I'm just saying this. I had this conversation with John and I'm just going to be very legit about it. I did see my children on his back and I knew I was going to marry John. So there, yeah, exactly. Daddy-o, he was my daddy-o. But here's what I'm going to say, okay, truthfully. What about if he's 64 and she's 40? No, I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to say this. When I see, I had this conversation with John. So John and I are 20 actually and a half years apart. Not, sometimes we're 20, like in a month, we'll be 21 years apart. And then we're 20 and a half. He's 46, born in 1946, and I'm born in 1966. I'm August, he's April. Okay, so anyway. So for half a year, he's 21 years older. Anyway, long story short, I said to him, I said, would you feel sexually attracted to me if our roles were reversed? If I was 75, 6, whatever he is, and you were 56, and he tried to say, yeah, sure, I date women my own age. I said, no, 20 years older. So if you're 76, your fucking wife is 96 right now. You're not going to have sex with her. You aren't going to like that because you're just not going to like that. So don't you dare critique a woman who stayed 33 years and then use that as your excuse, because you the fuck as a man are not going to look at it. So when I see a younger man with an older woman, I think he's gay usually, okay? I think he's more gay than not. That's actually what I think. Not a couple of years younger, but if there's a huge age difference, I think that he's gay. Yeah, Andrew Tate could be a victim, but he himself has said, yes, of course we're going to be grandparents. Isn't that exciting? I'm sure I'll be blamed for anything that can and will go wrong. So I'm admitting guilt right here and now and saying I am fucking responsible for absolutely everything that happens that goes wrong in that family. I did everything. I did it all wrong. It's 100% me. I am guilty as charged. Fucking hang me. Put the nails through here, you guys in the house, you bunch of bitches. Anyway, Andrew Tate has said to himself, himself out of his own words, that he sets up his girlfriends. This is coming from his mouth. I let them think I'm their boyfriend. I sleep with them 4 or 5 times. I tell them I love them. Then I ask them to work as a cam girl. That is a pimp. That's a lover boy pimp. And then you've got your Dubai pimp, trafficking pimps, gun to the head pimps who use violence and beat the shit out of you and sell you, like slap the fuck out of you and slap you. You've got your boyfriend pimp early on in life is usually the one that goes through high school and he's your boyfriend, but he wants to make money, okay? And so yeah, and now here's another thing with narcissists. Lila's going to be a big sister. Yes, she is. I think it's a boy. I've said that. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it because they won't talk to me. So I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it. I have no clue. I might get yelled at for that. How dare you talk about it? Whatever. Anyway, so when, I don't know. So I mentioned it. Yes, McKenna is pregnant. Jason's going to be a daddy. McKenna's going to be a mommy. I think the baby's due in July. I feel it's a boy. No one's talking to me, so I don't fucking know what it is, okay? So anyway, long story short, it's very exciting. Very, very exciting. And Lila going to be a little sister, big sister to a little baby, but it's still a young woman, little sister. Anyhow, long story short, when you are looking at narcissists, we use the word narcissist. Thank you for the congratulations. It's so cute. So I know it's very exciting when they let me in on the secret. Anyhow, they did both phone me and tell me when they were pregnant, but I didn't mention it till she cleared a certain time because I get superstitious until the mommy tells me I can mention it. Yeah, I do think it's a boy. That's just my opinion. He's going to be cute. I saw him in my head. 23 is a stupid age. Exactly. 23 is stupid. Yeah. I've seen Paige's new, I haven't seen Paige's new baby in person because they're with family privately now. So when she's ready, the next couple of weeks, we're gonna visit. I'm waiting till she feels safe enough to bring the baby out. I don't need to be breathing on anybody's baby till they're very comfortable with the baby being healthy, right? He's so cute. Yeah. So here's what I want to say. When you look at the word narcissist, all we hear is narcissist, narcissist, narcissist. narcissist, blah, 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 all of that, right? I don't believe there's such a thing as a narcissist because that's a label we're putting to them, like hoe, prostitute, la, 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 like this, right? So when you see narcissist, it's a buzzword. Yeah, it's just like saying soap. So, or psychic, or yeah, I mean, hopefully I see Lila soon. Yeah, I want to see them soon. Hopefully they unblock me. Everybody in that house unblocks me. If John could figure out how to block me, he'd block me. He'd figure it out. Lila's 11 and she's grown so much. I did see her last week and she's grown so much. And it's so beautiful. I mean, she's a beautiful young woman. She's getting tall though. She got them long legs. She had long hair, really cute. She's super cute, but she's still rascal. And here's her little dolly. Look, the little baby doll pants. I found them and I'm like, these are from when she's like 2. I've kept them in a shoe in my closet all this time to get back to her dolly. It's just I just can't give them up. Anyway, those are little dolly pants. And she doesn't have the dolly anymore. I'm sure the dolly, no. Lila didn't block me. No, her parents did. Yeah, so what I was going to say though, is the word narcissist is very interesting because what I'm going to say to you is as a quote narcissist, that's a person who's really enmeshed in this dimension, which is Earth. This is not a spiritual place here. This is not a good place here. This is a bad place. Wait, Sloan. Should do. Yes, exactly. Carol, I'm answering Carol's text. So I feel that the word narcissist is a buzzword. Exactly. The kids are older, so only talk to them, not John. Yeah, well, no one's talking to me. And I have to talk to John about certain things. And narcissists are full of demons. That's correct. Because they believe in money and they believe in Earth and there's a disconnect from God. They do not believe in God. It's as simple as that. So now what leads to that? Why is Andrew Tate gay? Figure it out. Who talks about women like that isn't gay? If you love women, you do not call them whores and bitches and skanks. You are secretly closeted gay, period. You are not just abusive, you are gay. This is what I'm saying now. You call a woman a whore. Why would you call somebody who gives birth to a child, can do something you never could do, even if she sleeps around, even if she is technically sleeping with however many men? Why are you calling her that name? You are gay. You like men better. You hang out in bars all day. You like men better. You go to the gym all day. You Andrew Tate. You in a fighting thing. You all lathered up. You at the gym all day. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You gay. I don't care that you use your dick to hurt women by fucking them and knocking them up. You don't really connect with them. It's all about your dick and how it feels. You do not like women. If you do not like women, you're gay in your head, whether you act on it or not, period. And that is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that's actually what I believe, okay? Because why are you talking to women like that? Why are you just out of, you can say, I don't like it when you cheat on me. You can say, but if you're doing that, and if you're a misogynist, you're partially gay too, because you're a misogynist. You like men better. You don't like women. You tolerate women because you just don't want to stick your dick up a guy's butt. That's it. Simple. And I've always thought that since I was a little girl. I have thought that. I'm like, because I worked in the strip clubs at 14, I saw these men. They were all married. They had fucking wedding rings on. Some of them even tried to force their wives in the strip club and like make you dance for them and shit like that. It's so terrible. That's what they were. Yeah, no, seriously. I thought all married men were gay. They all had rings on them. I hated them for it. I'm like, why don't you just be gay? Just bring another guy in here. If you like both, be both. But why you got to marry a woman? And when they are mean and abusive to women, they don't like women. If you don't like women, your dick does, but your brain doesn't. So you just don't want to try men. I suggest you go try men and get off and drop the mic. Where did my mic go out of here? I lost my little mic. But that's actually how I feel. A man who has respect for woman is not a misogynist. He does not hang out day in, day out. I've often wished I was gay. Exactly. I wouldn't want to date women though. They get their PMS every month. That would be a whole hell of a fight, okay? What happens is though they go into the strip clubs and before claiming Sloan wasted my time doing what? I've wasted my entire life. I agree with that. But anyway, my point is if you're in a strip club all the time hanging out, you are looking at women like they're there for your objectification. So they're like a toaster for you. So the woman is like a toaster. She's your toaster. You don't have respect for her. She's a fucking toaster. She's a hair dryer. She's a, yeah, good old boys club, right? Gay. Y'all are gay, okay? You just won't put it in a man, but you're gay. You just need to get like a little bit of courage and go back and be gay, okay? I have screen cleaner as a microphone today. That's what I think. Speaking of gay men, Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, 83, 82, 81, gets beat up by his gay lover, allegedly, according to the guy on NBC that they fired for saying such a thing. Yeah, she's a tool for them. And most men don't like, when they don't like women, they're gay. I'm sorry, you treat a woman with respect. You just treat her with respect. Even if she steps out on you, even if you don't like that, you know what? End the relationship with her. Calling her a whore repeatedly just makes you gay. That's what it does. You're gay. Okay? I know I have my flashlight microphone and I moved it. But anyway, it's just very weird. It's weird to me. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that for? Like, what's up with that, right? She had an exorcism done on the house after. Okay. Yeah, you're a piece of furniture. Yeah, that's all you are. That's how I feel. You're just a piece of fucking furniture. They don't like their moms. They don't like you. If they tell their mothers and speak to their mothers badly, they're going to talk to you badly. And I remember saying that to John. You didn't like your mother, right? And he said, I love my mother. He's with his mother a lot, but he sure didn't talk to her nicely. He talked to her horribly. I was there. So I don't know what to say about that. Either you think you can talk to women like that because your mother's strong and you don't like it, or, you know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. I have no idea what to say. But anyway, why didn't she move out? Who are we talking about? How a man treats his... Exactly. Unfortunately, neither one of my kids were that fond of me. So there's that. I feel... Yeah. You know what my nickname was for the past 6 years before I left? I called myself a Guatemalan squat maid. No offense to any Guatemalan squat maids out there. That's literally how I was treated. Wipe the toilets, clean the floor, get on your hands and knees while nobody lifted a piece of furniture, helped me with shit, didn't carry groceries in. Keith on occasion didn't fucking bring the water in. I said I'm a Guatemalan squat maid. After I left the house, John called me and he's like, I'm a Guatemalan squat maid. And I'm like, hey, dude, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. Laundry. I got screamed at for cleaning. No, I mean, why you got to clean? Why you got to do that? Fuck off. Fuck off with that. Really, fuck off. It's my house. I pay the bills. I'll fucking clean what I want to clean. Anyway, yeah, just terrible. It is just terrible. Okay, our sister. Oh, we're talking about Lisa Marie. Do you think he ever feared his mom, like ever? I don't know who we're talking about now. I'm so confused. So let's get back to the full moon. I see why you... Oh, no, I left. I couldn't shower in my own bathroom with the shower because the boys took it. I mean, with the bath, I could shower in my own. I had my own shower in my own room, but it didn't have a bath. Their room had the bath. I couldn't step foot in it. They wouldn't clean it. It was disgusting. I hired a cleaning lady to come every 2 weeks, and it was still the most grossest thing. Any mother of boys knows what I'm talking about. It's just like, fucking, you mean Comet the cleaning stuff or literally a green comet? Literally a green comet coming. So Lisa Marie already talked to her ex, Michael Jackson. Yeah, you know, I didn't believe that marriage. I don't care what she says. I mean, she may have loved him. And they could have loved each other. But I have no idea what was going on there. I don't know. Not going to strip clubs with my man. Sorry. No, because he's just cheating on you in his mind. And that's what I say. If you're looking at porn and then coming to me, why are you coming to me? I don't look like those porn girls. So... And then everybody's filling their face full of shit, and I fill my boobs full of shit and filling their asses full of shit so they can look like these weirdos in porn that are caricatures in the movies, because it's like really weird. Anyway, we have, okay, Priscilla's, yes, I heard about Priscilla contesting Lisa's will. What do you expect from somebody? She doesn't want the father of the kids, the alleged child porn watcher, whoever that guy is with her twins, getting access to the money. However, Mary Tyler Moore is dead, so her husband's fucking somebody younger now. Dead is dead, just enough. Yes, exactly. They lie to us about that. Which dimension it is, I don't know. But anyway, it's kind of like the movie Lost in Space, right? So it's like that. Where are they really? Lost in space. But Lisa Marie, when she died, they say that she switched her will, and then her mom says it's not her signature. I suppose she knows. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, mom of 3 boys. You know exactly. You're a maid. You're nothing more, nothing less. Hopefully they treat you well. But anyway, Sloan, Virgo 9, life path with 3, 6, and 9 in the birth date. I don't know what you're asking me there. So the problem is when we're looking at the Presleys, that's a family of elites. And so who knows what's going on. What I found fucking interesting is Lisa Marie Presley, who just by her name is what we would consider to be a Nepo baby now. She's born into it. I know, I've lost my mic. I have this mic now. Screen cleaner mic. Lisa Marie Presley, a Nepo baby, as in no one would have paid attention to her had her father not been Elvis. And nobody would have paid attention to Priscilla had her parents not hooked her up with Elvis when she was 14. Okay. Now, when we're talking about Lisa Marie Presley, we're talking about somebody who allegedly, and I don't know if this is true, but allegedly had plastic surgery 6 weeks before she died, was on a diet that she lost 40 or 50 pounds. That's a large amount of weight to lose. And then was taking opioids. So, I mean, probably she had a heart attack. That's a lot to put your body through. And she's a couple of years younger than me. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, they do the detox and all of that, but you're not supposed to like drop 40 pounds. Yeah, Elvis, of course, was gay. I mean, I'm sorry. Of course he was. He slept with Priscilla once. Did you see how beautiful that woman was when she was younger? He slept with her once. Really? And never slept with her again? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, I don't know. Maybe he was just shitty in bed or like drugs more, but really? You didn't sleep with Priscilla more than to get her pregnant? Like when she was young and a child, but when she hit a certain age, you didn't sleep with her again? Why? She's beautiful. That woman was stunning. She was gorgeous. I mean, so yeah, after she got pregnant, he never slept with her again. I think those are her words. Allegedly. Yeah, of course Priscilla was a beard. Everybody's a beard in Hollywood. Every man in Hollywood, including the one that married his older manager, Wolverine, they're gay. Gay for pay, and the wife puts up with it because, like the Harry Hamlins of the world, they're making the bank. They get the money, they get to the parties, they're seen of as better than us. They make TV shows about them. Gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but why are you pretending to be straight? Just be straight. Just be gay. Yes, Hugh Jackman is gay. Tom Cruise is gay. Do we not know this? I don't care how many women Tom Cruise marries. I don't care. Tom Cruise is gay. Gay. John Travolta, gay. Now, they may be considered bisexual because they do sleep with women. Priscilla, at this point in her life, I'm not going to judge a 70-year-old woman. I'm talking when she first was with Elvis, she was beautiful. No one can say Priscilla wasn't beautiful. She was gorgeous. I don't know about now. She's 74, 5. But no, bi doesn't even really exist. Bi is curious, like you want 2 types of ice cream, but in the end, the bi people usually end up with the same sex. They're not bi their whole life. They end up after the age of 50 probably being with whichever sex that makes them gay. If they're women, they're with women. If they're men, they're with men. So none of these men ever attracted me. Exactly. Okay, now Tom Cruise is transgender and gay. I don't know what it is with his women. I don't know how they get pregnant. I have no fucking idea. But someone said that Priscilla deformed her face on purpose. Yeah, well, probably a humiliation ritual. 77. I can't judge someone at 77 because, I mean, we all age. So allegedly, we all age. Tom Cruise, I mean, you know, I don't know the man. I hope Sam Elliott's not gay. Just go back with that, Pippi. Go back. Back it up, sister. I'm not going to listen to that. Yeah, Joan, of course, Joan Rivers. She's hilarious. She's like, of course we had the first gay president. Obama's gay. And then she's like, and Michelle's a tranny. And then she was dead a week later, although she was in her 80s. Yes, major opportunist. Thank you. Thank you. Bisexual is greed. Like, do whatever you want to do. Fine. Doesn't matter, but don't put your fucking lifestyle in my face. If you smoke crack every day, I don't want to see it on my TV. Have you ever noticed that every single celebrity, all of them have a transgender or a gay? I saw the snake, love a Scorpio. I recognize that immediately. They all have a transgender or their child is this. And excuse me, Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis. This is a message to you. The picture on your wall from the artist who did the picture on your wall is, I don't think Sam Elliott's gay, please. I cannot hear you when you say that. La, 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 la. I can't hear you. Where's my man with his plane? Bring your plane forward. Jason Momoa is just perverted. I don't like him. He's been hijacked. Okay, here we go. What the fuck was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. I used to get, when I had brown hair and it was short like this, people go, you remind me of Jamie Lee Curtis. Said the man who reminded me of Tom Selleck when I was a teenager, but I was too scared to date him because he was too much of a man, even though they say Tom Selleck is gay. But this guy was a fireman who looked like Tom Selleck. I was like 17 and he was like in his 20s. And I thought, oh my God, he's too grown for me. Too grown for me and too like masculine. Like scary masculine. So, but anyway, he looked like Tom Selleck. So he was super handsome. And he's like, you look like Jamie Lee Curtis in that movie where she did aerobics. And yes, the artwork, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes, Drake is gay, I believe, allegedly. Anyway, of course she went to that specific island. If you're a celebrity, you will not get to where you need to get to unless you need to get there by doing what they want to do. Anyhow, long boring story short. Jamie Lee Curtis, the picture on your wall of that child from that artist is problematic because the artist does pedophilic artwork, period, end of conversation. End of conversation. Now, you may not be aware of that, or you may just think it's a baby and a child, or a child in a bathtub, as you tried to say, in a cramped position like this. Anyway, go look at the artist's artwork. Go do that. Please. Take that artwork and shove it up your ass. I mean, in the garbage, allegedly. Anyway, the art, go look up the artist. Let's look up that artist. I can't remember the artist's name. She still doesn't, yeah, I know. I don't know what to say about that. I can't deal with people who, and Jamie Lee Curtis, remember, she was born a hermaphrodite. I knew that as a kid. I don't know why we knew this shit in Toronto. Like, why did I know that? And then her dad was gay. I told you the story of meeting her dad. He may have been bisexual, but definitely gay as a blade. In the restaurant where I met him with my friend. Don't yell at me. I'm entitled to fucking have an opinion. Okay, so, and that is my opinion. Let's look this up. Jamie Lee Curtis artwork artist. Okay, let's look up the name. Then you guys go look at this bitch's work and see if this bitch is not, yeah. What the hell is her name? Thinks this is art. Okay, let's look. Yeah, okay, Jamie. Here's the baby in the background. That's the artwork that's on her wall, which is, I mean, it's not too offensive per se. All right, let's look. Oh, it's kind of COVID. So, what kind of person? Yeah, who is the artist? Uh, they all have signs on their. Let's see. Who is the artist? Who did? Can you guys look it up? Who is it? No, it's not Podesta. It's not Podesta. Okay, who is the artist who did? Who did? Jamie Lee. I can't see without glasses. I'm now that old I can't see without glasses. But I fucking refuse to wear glasses, okay? Anyway, Jamie Lee Curtis's office artwork. Oh my God. All right, let's see if they pull that shit up. The 2003 piece, The Tub, was created by artist Betsy Schneider. Betsy Schneider, okay? Betsy Schneider. All right, let's look up this Betsy Schneider. Let's see who this bitch is. Bob Hope was a handler, y'all. He had sex slaves. Kathy O'Brien. Betsy Schneider. Let's see her artwork. Yeah, because we got to always film naked kids. Because we got to film naked kids. Because, yeah, they're all happy looking fucking kids. Naked little kids. This, honestly, this just looks like this is for sale. This is for sale. So what's with this? I know talk show hosts are handlers and yeah, it's all, this is innocent enough. This is innocent enough, but in this day and age, when we know that people like them babies for the wrong idea, usually men, we should not be filming any babies naked. Ever. Men like babies. Men are pedos. And the women that support them. God, did I say that out loud? The people who buy this artwork, not every man, but there's a market for it, or we wouldn't be trafficking young people. This too looks like some kind of sale. Yes, Wyoming, Jackson Hole, biggest trafficking area. I'm speaking to you directors that live in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. You bitches, be trafficking. Trafficking, okay? Y'all be trafficking. Why don't we say it collectively together? These people are trafficking. And of course, Jamie Lee Curtis has a transgender daughter that's adopted. Speaking as an adopted person, why the hell are all these adopted babies being transgendered? Madonna, 3 babies from Malawi, or however you say it. Why are they wearing skirts in your house? Why are you being charged with trafficking? Why do you have to take, and I quote from my 2018 video that Princess Di showed me. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much from that. Why are you taking brown-skinned babies? You remember the guy, oh my God, what band was it? It was in 2018 when Keith started my videos and I did Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, and Princess Di. And there was a musician, kind of a mulatto man. Oh, God. I can't remember the name of the band. Anyway, he was in the band, and he was barbecuing on the other side. And then he was showing me half moon circles, 40 kids deep of dark-skinned babies. Then when I did, oh, I'm getting freezing in here. They're coming in now from the other side. I'm glad you were adopted into a normal family. Then when I did the Princess Di video, she showed me the underground maps all over the country. These people are running traffic underground from Britain to, I can't think of it, Brazil, All of the European countries, thank you, Dave Matthews Band. I'm like making up names now. Thank you. It was him, and when he died, okay? So it's kind of interesting that they're all darker skinned. You know what? Fetus in a jar. I got to bring up Barbara Bush. She's a man. Look at her past videos. They are fucking with us on every level. Fucking with us. They put men up there and they get guys to jerk off to it. So basically you are gay because you're jerking off to a guy who was, no, you're jerking off to a guy who's pretending to be a girl and still has a dick. That's really what you're doing. Are you telling me Barbara Bush isn't male at birth? I'm sorry. Go back and look at her pictures. I apologize allegedly. I do not mean harm, but fetus in a jar. I'm going to say it again. Fetus in a fucking jar. Who and why is that even happening? Fetus. Oh, I know, right? He has a Barbie pouch. Dude, I don't care. You know what? I'm sorry. I had a period for my whole life, as you ladies did. Men, you're never going to have a period. You cannot have a period. I don't care who you are. Do not tell me I'm trashing transgender. I had a friend in high school that wore women's clothing. I punched out a bunch of people. Well, I should have been in high school. I wasn't. But anyway, I punched out a bunch of people for trying to beat him up. All right? And he was a dude, a big ugly dude wearing a dress. Thought he was a woman. My friend, I hung out with him. I did nothing to hurt him. I stuck up for him, okay? I stuck up. I did all of those things. But if he told me he needed a tampon for his period, I would have punched him in the face. Stop mocking women. You do not go through the hormonal change that create the portal that opens up for the production of a God, Christ consciousness child coming through the body from the other side. You do not. You do not get a period. You do not need Midol. Stop running around saying you have a Barbie pouch, you fucking mental patient. And I mean that. Stop it. It's a lie. I had a period. I went through depression. I got suicidal during my period. I needed chocolate. If you threw chocolate in the cage, I was fine. My kids had a yellow tape around the house because I would beat their ass once a month. Beat their ass. There are only 2 ways to come through and be born. It's genetics. Trust the science. You do not have 57 different genetics. Shut the fuck up. I am not tolerating it. You want to yell at me for being a phobic, a racist? Bring it on. I'm also a whore. You can call me that. So please bring it on. Because please give me a break. Give me a break. Stop right now. Just stop. I had blood clots. I had cysts. I had pain. I bled every 24 days, not 30, 24, 2 periods a month, 2 ovulation days a month, on and on and on. You little man dressed as a woman, good for you. You don't have cellulite. Men want to fuck you better. Good. But you don't get a period. You do not get a period. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, we get our periods and I have a Barbie pouch. You are mentally ill if you want to call my vagina and your pretend vagina a Barbie pouch. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Fuck right off. Go fuck yourself. Go away. No. And believe me, you want to wear a dress? You want to walk the runway? You want to be a Victoria's Secrets model? You're still not going to bleed and get a period. Show me the hole between your legs. Show me. Show me. Show me. Please, I want to see it. I want to see if the hole between your legs expands when you're giving birth through the womb. Okay, I want to see if it expands. I want to see it happen. Because I filmed mine doing it. So I want to see if yours does what mine does. Because I don't fucking think so. Fuck. I don't think so. Oh my God. I mean, Jesus. And my transgender clients, of which I have many, because I totally respect them, they do not tell me they're getting their period, okay? They do not do that. They do not do that, okay? Here's, I know it's the devil mocking God and women. They love to mock women. They put a woman in office as a first lady who's a man. That's what Joan Rivers said. She said Obama's wife, Michelle, was a man. Those are Joan Rivers' words, not mine. Okay? Okay. So, trying to be really fucking sensible here, and they call me a dumbass with no education. And they make fun of psychics. Yeah. Okay, anyway, my transgender clients that had the surgery, the full surgery done, okay? The full surgery. Yes, Joan Rivers was called for saying what I just said about Michelle Obama. That is what she said. Look it up on YouTube. That's what, it's where they carry their, okay, stop, Sloan, you bitch. I can't help it. I'm sorry if this weren't so absurd, and I'm about to die anyway. Like, I'm not going to live long. Eddie Murphy, I know for a fact, likes transgender. I told you that story way before it broke because I worked at Children of the Night, and he slept. Her name was Monica. God, what the hell was her name? She's the one, she was stolen and sold from Mexico. This I heard, I was pregnant with Keith. She was stolen, Monique. I think it was Monique. That's the name. Lionel was his name. Stolen from Mexico. Given from the mayor of a Mexico City. His mom sold him to the mayor of a Mexican city, okay? He came to America being trafficked. He was 15 when I met him. I was pregnant with Keithy. He had HIV, he had the wound on his face, and when I told him to come in, he couldn't be outside smoking. He spat in my eye. I was 8.5 months pregnant. I just about thought, I'm going to fucking punch you out. But if I didn't have the baby in front of me, I would have punched him out. Anyway, I had to go through the whole AIDS thing while I was pregnant. Long story short, he decided to be a woman because men who have penises that dress as women make far more money than your women prostitutes. I just want everybody to hear me very fucking clearly, okay? Men like men with dicks dressed as women so they can hide in the closet and pretend to be straight while they're not. I hate the sex industry. I know too much, okay? I can't. Okay, shut up. Anyway, Monique, came to America and dated people. I was told, could have been a lie, Keith was born in 95. I think Eddie Murphy got caught with the transgender in 89. I did tell John this story and a bunch of friends because he was on a list. Now, looking back on it, we had a list of celebrities that fucked children at Children of the Night. So, yeah. Anyhow, long story short, Eddie Murphy would pick up said transgenders. He wouldn't touch them, okay? He wouldn't touch them. But he would go into a hotel room with them. I knew it before he got busted, though. He was just driving the transgender person home. Okay. I'm just having one spoonful of the ice cream. Not. Anyhow, I just ate one chip. The bag got emptied. It fell on the floor. Please. So that's right with the feet. He literally would jack off looking to the man feet and the penis with the transgender child, underage, being 16. Yes, I will stand by it. It's allegedly, I wasn't in the room with them. But this is what I heard. Okay? Yes. So, yes. And that was in 94, going into 95, because I was pregnant with Keith, who was born at the last month of 95. So it was probably in 95. I was hearing about it. So, yes, that's what happened. That's my experience. That is my experience. You can go ahead and try to shut me up all you want. Please come get me. I'm not wanting to live much longer, so I'm not afraid of your fucking threats. Just do it. If you're going to write me an email and threaten me, just fucking do it, okay? Knock, knock, knock. Show up at the door. I'm willing. Willing participant. Do it. Anyhow, that was that story back then. So there's many of them like this. And again, while working at the children's shelter, okay, where it was my job I did aerobics with them. I took them on field trips through my whole pregnancy. Jason and I went to the hairdressers with them, where Clinton went to the hairdresser. We would fix their hair. We had all of these things. Really, it was just an audition to be sold, in my opinion, what I think. So, Long, boring story short, there were kids that saw psychiatrists at the shelter because they were prostitutes. It was transitory shelter for under the age of 18, the youngest being 12, and I've told this story before. There were 12-year-old female prostitutes, usually young mulatto girls, black girls, who were out on the streets fucking adult men. They looked 12. They would go and sleep with these adult men, okay? This is what they would do. They would come into shelter to try and get out of prostitution, and at night they would wet their beds and suck their thumbs. They were 12. I am not joking you, I'm being serious. I worked with that population. I worked in that population. And I'm not being weird, I'm talking about my life experience. This is the experience that I had working at a shelter. When you work with prostitutes under the age of 18, this is what you're working with. Now, with the mixed kids, yes, mixed kids. So when the boys came into shelter, the boys usually had moms that had stepfathers, get ready for it, who fucked them up the ass. Yes, yes. Applause to the women that date men that just date them because they have children, so they can abuse the children. And then when the boys turned out and said they were gay, guess who kicked them out of the house? The stepfathers. Yes, yes. Bingo, $100 to you, bingo. That's what fucking happened. So let's talk about that. That's the reality of that, okay? I used to read the charts for the kids. I used to do all of that. But we used to send the kids out the front. I did aerobics too with them, and I did overnight shift, and I checked them when they came in. So they would call up the hotline, we would send a car for them, and I had to check them for needles, for drugs, for whatever the fuck they had on them. Then they had to go and shower with bug shampoo because we don't know who they fucked out there. And then they would come into shelter. They were under the age of 18. I want you to hear me. Anybody under the age of 18. So then we would send the young men to their therapy sessions and kids. And by the way, Nancy Lee, who was head of Los Angeles HIV Project, I can't remember the name, but her first name was Nancy Lee. Or maybe Nancy Lee was her middle name or last name and first name. I don't know. But anyway, she's a tall blonde woman. And she told me that in Los Angeles, they got money for hormonal changes at under the age of 18, 14, 13. So if we had a guy that came into the shelter, young man, 13, 14, he wants to be a chick because he can make more money when he has a penis and he has boobies. They got hormones for free through the city of Los Angeles. That is back in 94 and 95 and 93, because little Jason was with me before I got pregnant with Keith, and little Jason used to come to work with me. So Jason was around that with me at my side. We take him to the hairdresser. He'd come for the little car ride, talk to the kids, all of that stuff. That is a fact. I am not weird. I am not lying. That's not alleged. I was fucking there. So the little kids would go outside, the boys, and they would get in taxis to go to their therapy. So they would be gone for 2 hours. They had to come back after therapy, right? And I had to search them, make sure they didn't bring in drugs, needles, condoms, money. Without a beat being skipped, these kids would come in with a pocket full of hundreds. Why, you ask? Why? Because the taxi cab drivers going to the abused children's shelter would pay them for sex. What on God's earth is going on? What on God's earth is happening? Ring, 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 ring. Hello, yellow cab or whatever cab it was at the time. Please come to the shelter for abused children that have been physically abused by adult men 90% of the time on the streets of Hollywood working as prostitutes. Please take them to their medical appointments, their therapy appointments, their social worker appointments. Please be here at 1, have them back by 4. They're going 3 stops. We will pay you. Please bill us. Yeah. Oh, hello, child coming back into the shelter. How did you get $500? I gave the cab driver a blowjob. What? And his friends. I'm like, what? Oh my God. Like, is there a special place in hell for you? We don't use taxis to transport people at my, no, well, you don't now. Again, I'm going to go back to, hi, Bobby. Oh my gosh. I was working today. I'm calling you tomorrow when it's early. But you may not use cabs now. Uber's around. I worked with children's shelters since 82 onward when I was a runaway. First of all, I lived in it because I was a sex worker. I lived in the shelters under 21 in Toronto, which is really Covenant House. But anyway, I lived in the shelters. I went on my own. Then I worked in the shelters starting at 17 years old. I always worked in children's shelters because that is how I grew up. So I'm not talking about now. I'm 56 now. I had Keith when I was 30, and I stopped working at the shelter 3 months after. They do have their own vans, and I drove those vans for the kids. But what I'm saying to you is kids have doctor's appointments all days long. And when the van's not available or the cars aren't available, they are literally sending kids in cabs. That is what they were doing back when I worked there. That is, oh, well, there's more than one cabbie. It was all the cabbies. These men driving cabs, they love to fuck other men and little kids. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. So anyway, that shit went on. That shit went on. That is what went on, period. I was there. I worked in them. I worked at all kinds of shelters for kids for over 21, under 21 shelters. That's what they do. I don't know why. I'm talking back then. Hi, Bobby. I don't know why that is. But geez, come on now. Composure. This world is so sick. You have no idea. You have an idea. So when I see Jamie Lee Curtis, and then I see her daughter as a transgender, you realize they're joking, mocking, doing all kinds of things. Perfectly fine that somebody wants to dress as the opposite sex. But is it perfectly fine? In some cases, it is perfectly fine. But is it everybody? The transgender movement is a form, any kind of movement. Look at drugs are legalized now. Marijuana is legalized. I know, Boys Town, right? You know who bought Boys Town? My friend Lori bought Boys Town. It was abandoned. She bought the property and it's now Vera's sanctuary. So Lori bought that property with one of her donors, angel donors or whatever, bought that property and it's called Vera's sanctuary right now. The one in Los Angeles with the 5 houses and property out in Orange County. Boys Town is now Vera's sanctuary and it's run by somebody I know personally. Anyway, and she's a good person. But my point is, and let me just say this to you, a lot of what we're experiencing when they put the agenda, look at it, make marijuana illegal. Marijuana is no big deal. Okay, back in the 60s and 70s, we grew marijuana. I didn't, people did. I didn't like weed. But anyway, they grew marijuana outside in pots. It was grown in your garden like your corn, like your lettuce, like your tomatoes. Now that it's illegal, they spray pesticides on it. They mix it with fentanyl. They do all kinds of shit to it. It ain't just marijuana. It's not just marijuana. If you grow the weed yourself, otherwise you don't know what's on it. It isn't just marijuana. So what is exactly on it, right? So I want you to think about that. They got us to do, not the weed of today though, lovely Linda, not the weed of today. That weed today makes them fucking stupid. Stupid. Of course Canada legalized fentanyl because they want you dead. Oh, it absolutely modifies your brain structure. It's not weed like medicinal weed, smoke the herb, like the Rastafarians. That doesn't exist. This is crazy shit that they spray these plants with like they spray your food. These people are losing their minds from their weed. It's not just weed. Grow your own weed in the backyard. Normal fucking weed. It's not just weed out there. There's some sick shit they're put all over it. So now it's legal and we look at it like that weed back in the day. Like when I was a kid, I had a boyfriend that grew weed in his backyard. And when I talked to his weed plant and it died, he said it because it was a female and it didn't like me. I'm like, go fuck yourself, weirdo. He's probably right. Anyway, not the point. So the weed is not like that. It's crazy they spray shit on it. They're probably putting lighter fluid all over it and growing it. It's just, oh my God. The weed is bizarre. I don't know. I don't grow weed. I don't give a shit. I don't ingest anything. I mean, I don't even want to. I don't even care. Like, I can see this planet for what there is, and there's no getting out of here. You can self-medicate all you want. This shit is for real. Better off to see what it is so you can, yeah, I don't do Coffee Mate either. Oh, I like coffee. You're right. I like coffee. But what I'm saying to you is the weed is not normal. I do drink coffee. So I guess coffee is the new crack, and we're going to vilify me for the coffee. So yes, I do coffee. I do that. I've never been arrested for being a crack addict, coffee addict at this point. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, no, exactly. As soon as the government gets their fingers in it, it's terrible. Of course, drugs represent, including coffee. But if I didn't drink coffee, I would fucking die, okay? So I love my coffee. I don't understand decaffeinated coffee. I don't understand it. All right, you guys, weed seeds come from Holland. Holland, the land of sex and windows for everybody in Amsterdam. Call up the Amsterdam people. I know the THC is out of control. People are like, it's just weed. I'd agree with you if we were in 1982, but we are not. This is a whole other thing. They legalized it. When it wasn't legal, it wasn't the same thing, right? Now that it's legal, they put all kinds of shit on it because it's legal. I know Death Wish, Zach's company. I mean, not Zach does his coffee out of Death Wish. Yes, Death Wish. Absolutely. That's crack and coffee. Fantastic. So, oh, I love quartz spheres. All right, you guys. Here's the thing. No, probably Priscilla won't, but she's 77. How much longer are you going to live at 77? Going to live to 90? Big deal. Kill me at 56. Here I am. Anyway, yeah, I think at 50 I've had enough. I'm 6 years outdated. Like on the sticker on my body, it says throw out. Due date expired. So come on now. Anyway, we have a full moon in Leo. Full moon in Leo at 16 degrees on the 5th, and it is squaring Uranus. Get ready for sudden emotional outbursts and sudden emotional issues. Look to see what you have in Leo. Sun, moon, rising, yes, yes, yes. Mercury, yes. Progress Venus, yes. Anyway, look to see what you have in Leo at 16 degrees. 3 degrees before, 3 degrees after. That's from 13 to 19. Look and see what's squaring it, okay? Hi, Anthony in Toronto, wherever you are. I just saw that come up. Let's see. I'm a stupid alcoholic. Wait, hold on. Let's see this. I want to see this. You know how I dislike the alcoholic people. All right, let me see this. What are you? I feel stupid. I'm an alcoholic and I harm my family. Okay, well, you can change that. You know how you change? I harmed my family and I wasn't an alcoholic. Here's how you can change it. Don't feel stupid, that's ego. Apologize to them and make amends. Make amends. None of us were good parents. There is no good parents. We tried the best we could try. I was not a good parent. I got angry. I got fucking pissed off. I hit my kids. I did all kinds of shit. I called them names. I screamed at their father 24/7. Not a good parent. Not drunk. Completely sober in my right fucking mind. Apologize to those and make amends. Do the best you can. Change yourself. That's all you have to do. Ask God to help you change. That is all you have to do. You don't need to feel stupid. We all feel fucking stupid. Oh shit, I can't afford to. Exactly. Leo, full moon, 16 degrees. Anything that resonates from 13 degrees to 19 degrees. Watch it. Watch what it squares. What's the house placement it is in? It's the moon. It's emotional. It's ruled by Jupiter in the degree that it's in, so that it's expansive. So if you have an emotional outburst, it's going to be even more extravagant. The full moon is about releasing. It's releasing things in Leo. Release the ego. Create something different. Do something different. Change something different. Remember, it's squaring Uranus. That's some crazy shit. It's got Taurus and Leo. Headbutting. Stubborn headbutting. I'm a Leo sun in Vedic astrology. Yeah, I don't do Vedic. So you have to look at it the way that you look at your chart, however it makes sense to you in your chart. So that's what you do, you guys. All right, here I go. I'm going for the night. I'm painting the set in the morning. So we'll see how it comes out. Okay, bye, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys. We're over and out from the hidden cabin where no one can find me. No one can find me. No one can bug me. That's correct. Good night, y'all. I love you all. Mwah.